are going to be playing a little game of You Bet Your Isotope. Each player or team gets one atom card. This atom card, as you can see, has 10 red dots. Each dot is going to get an electron arrow on it, and in the middle we'll be putting 10 protons. The element with 10 protons in the middle and 10 electrons on the outside is neon. There's a page on the back of the game that tells you how many neutrons each of the first 10 elements can have. There are 3 possibilities for neon: 10, 11, or 12. Curious about the chances of getting each particular isotope, you can look in the manual and the percentages tell you. For example, there's a 90% chance that neon will have 10 neutrons. You add up the neutrons and the protons, and that gives you the number in this column. This game only picks 2 of the isotopes to play, just to make things simpler. So here is the little game that you need to play to figure out how many neutrons your team's neon will have. One of the bags in the game comes with the pieces you'll need to play these games. Both teams will do neon first, so they know how many neutrons they'll need to win the game. It says on the neon square to put 1 red and 4 blue shapes in a cloth bag. Do you think you will pull out a red shape without looking and then be able to flip heads on a coin? Safe prediction would be no. This would be difficult. If you play the game and you aren't able to do this and you predict no, you've actually won this little game. The risky prediction is yes, you think you can do that. If you actually manage to do that, you're going to collect a lot of money and your 12 neutrons, but this is unlikely. I'm going to say no, I don't think that's going to happen. So I put my shapes in the bag. The first part is to see if I pull out a red shape. Go. Yay, I don't even have to bother to flip the coin because I've already failed this little statistical test. This means that my neon is going to have 10 neutrons. I collect my 10 neutrons and $90. For my 10 neutrons, I can put them in this nucleus cup. Protons and electrons cost $100 each, so we can't buy any yet. Roll the dice. The 12-sided die and the shape die. I'm going first. I got a 4 and a green shape, triangle. The manual as a reference here. On your turns, first roll the 12-sided die and the shape die. Look at the shape die first. I rolled a green triangle, so I get 1 electron as a bonus to start. My electron, I'm going to put it on the number 1, so I know how many I have left to win. Once I've filled up the 10th one, that's the last electron I'm going to need. That means I'm going to play the game with the element that has a proton number of 4, which is beryllium. This is an easy one. There are no other isotopes of beryllium. $100, I'm just going to get a proton. I'll put it right in there. Now I need 9 more to win. I'm going to roll for Margaret because she really can't. And we'll look at the element with a proton number of 6, which is carbon. Now this one is really hard. I would have to pick a number on the 12-sided die, roll it, then flip a coin and get heads 3 times in a row for me to win the risky prediction. If I did win, I would collect a lot of money and 7 neutrons, but I'm just going to say that's pretty hard. But let's try. I'm going to pick my number. It's going to be 7. 7. No, I was correct. $9. I'm just going to buy some protons and electrons next time. We're going to play the game with the proton number of 3, which is lithium. And this is a pretty fun one. Pick a number. Do you think you will roll it on the 6-sided die? If I say no, I get my usual $92 this time and 4 neutrons. If I say yes, I collect a lot more. I'm going to say yes, but Margaret, who is rather conservative, thinks that no would be a safer bet, and she's going to bet some neutrons on it. 2 neutrons, which she earned when you weren't looking, onto the safe bet square. So I have 2 matching neutrons to put onto the risky bet square. If I didn't, if she won, she would get to trade in her neutrons for protons and electrons. But now if she wins, she's only going to win a couple of my neutrons. Alright, I'm going to pick 3 and see if I roll it. No, I didn't roll it. So Margaret wins. She gets to keep my neutrons. I rolled the 3, meaning I won the risky bet. I would have received 3 neutrons, $750, and I would have gotten to keep Margaret's neutrons. This is all written down in your manual. You'll get the hang of it after 1 or 2 tries, and then it's really fun. We've been playing a while, and this is my final proton. My neon atom now has 10 neutrons, 10 protons, and 10 electrons. And so I am the winner.